What's the song about? H. All right. Enough of that. Let's get the ball rolling. Don't need that. All right, so we got 9 cameras tonight. 9 cameras, which makes it 14 different platforms tonight. Yay for me. All right, anyway, good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest for weekly cash flow. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Lucky, I see you there. I see you sneaking on in there, brother. How you doing tonight? Cool beans. All right, that being said, let's get the ball rolling. You're going to give me some stocks to take a look at. I'm going to throw them into the chart, see what they look like. Is it a good fit? Is it not a good fit? What is it you're looking for as opposed to what I'm looking for? Now, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1% every single week. Sorry, had to adjust my floor mat. Oh, yes, I feel so good on my feet. So I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, we all know that 1% every single week is going to come to at least 50% per year. Now, it takes me 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it, 5 to 10 minutes a day for 50% return. So let's see what you guys got tonight. See if it matches up. See if it's a go. See if it's a yes. And let's go from there. All right? So let's get the ball rolling. Ready. Here we go. First on the list. Uh-oh. We got one here. Isaac, how's you doing? Antonio, howdy. Antonio wants to take a look at Wally World. Okay. Fine. I got to go in here for a second. Got to go into this for a second, and I got to brighten this up because this is a little dim. And I don't like dim display. There we go. Brightness. How the hell did it get so dark? Oh, yeah. Let the light shine on. All right. So, Antonio wants to take a look at Wally World. Wally World it is. Let's do this. MT. Now, first thing I want to look at anytime I look at any chart is the 1-year chart. It's the first one that pops up. How are we looking over here? We need to adjust this again. There we go. Some strange reason this isn't looking right. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, so first thing I always want to see is the 1-year chart. The high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And where is it going? So look at that. Up, down, up. Okay. 131.47, which means I'd be looking at either the 131s or the 132s. Let's zoom in a little closer because I'm looking for a few things. Okay. Number one, I'm looking at the possibility, is this going to be a good trade for me next week? We got two days left for this week, so I'm not really going to find anything decent this week. We only got 2 days left. So look at the numbers for next week. All right, fine. Last 30 days. Now, there's a reason why I want to look at the last 30 days, because the last 30 days is going to give me a good idea of where it's going. All right, so last 30. Here we go. 30 days ago is our 30-day bottom. Shoots up to the 30-day top, comes back down, and this is what I'm looking for. 30-day top, back down, here's the bottom, turns around, goes back up. 1 day up, 2 days up. So yeah, tomorrow looks like it could be a very good time to jump into Wally World. Yay, Wally World. All right, so let's check out the numbers and see if this is a good idea. First thing I want to do is change to covered call, because if you've been here for a while, for those of you that are new, be sure to ask questions. You don't understand something? Ask. Matthew 24, Sermon on the Mount. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and it shall become unto you. Knock and it shall be open. All that kind of stuff. Anyway, first thing I want to do is change to a covered call. It's a simple, safe strategy. It allows me to see what is possible before I put any money up at risk. Why will you jump in end of the week? Why not wait until Monday? Here's the thing. I could wait until Monday, but what am I missing out on? I'm missing out on the time value of Thursday, the time value of Friday, time value of Saturday, and the time value of Sunday. Okay, even though you cannot trade on Saturday and Sunday, that still has time value. And only if it's a new fresh position. Now, normally all my money's tied up. And no, I don't really have any. I'd have to move some over from a different account to trade it with, which I probably shouldn't do yet because I spent way too much money going to California and Vegas. But it is what it is. So it's at 130, 150. So we're going to look at the 132s. It's going for 350. Sounds like a good deal to me. I like Wally World. It is on my list. They are a dividend aristocrat, which means at least 25 years of increased profits, year after year after year after year. Ask yourself the question. We checked the other day, 11,111 different companies this week. Well, next week, that number is going to change. But as of this week, 11,111 different companies. This one here has 25 years of increased profits. So yeah, I like Walmart. And the numbers actually work for me. So if I'm buying it here, selling it here, walking away with more than 1%, 1% every week is more than 50% by the end of the year. That is what I'm looking for. All right. So the 132s, here we go, right here, 132. I want to do just one contract. This way you can see what the profit potential is there and then decide whether or not it makes sense to you if it sounds logical. Okay, got it? All right, Jay. All right, so here we go. Buy one covered call, Wally World, WMT. 22 May, that means this option contract is going to expire next Friday. So we got 10 days of time value to this one, if you have any money available. And it's always going to be a personal decision. Do you like it? Does it make sense? All those kind of things. Do you feel safe putting your money into Walmart? Okay. The 132 call option. 413 is the profit. The investment is $12,787. Now, not all stocks are going to be this price. Some are in the 20s, 10s, 15s, 30s, 50s. They're all different. It doesn't matter the price of the stock unless you're, confined to lower dollars. My goal is 1% a week. So regardless of how much I'm putting in, I want to get at least 1%. All right. Calculator. Very important. Calculator. Here we go. To find out the rate of return, you got to take the profit right there. Do you remember the part where I said simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week? Predictable. Simple, safe, predictable. I know what my profit's going to be. I know what my investment is. And then by dividing that by this, I know what my rate of return for 1 week is. And that's what I'm looking for. 1% every week. All right. J Kid, can you explain to me, I do your strategy, but only for a sleeve of money. I have no idea what a sleeve of money is. Okay. All right. So 413 max profit for this one trade. I already know what I'm going to make before I even do it, so I can decide whether or not it makes sense or not. Now, it's not one of those positions where I'm going to buy it and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for it to move. No, I'm buying it usually on a Monday, and I know that I'm getting out by Friday. 5 days, that's all I want to be in. Okay? So, 413 is the profit. I divide it by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, and that will give me my rate of return for 1 week. And then I get to do it all over again. All right. 3.2%. Now, think about this for a second. Okay, we all went to elementary school. We all know our math. We all know there's 12 months in the year. We all know there's 52 weeks in a year. So if I'm doing weekly options every single week, looking for 1%, well, Walmart is offering me 3.2% for next week. Do you like Walmart? That's a good question. Do you like Walmart? Do you feel safe investing your money into Walmart? All right, 3.22. I'm going to save this one because hell yeah, 3.2. Why not? Why not? All right, so while that's doing that, let me get rid of this. Get back to the beginning. That way it makes things so much easier. It does, it does. Why didn't it do that? Come on. There. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it. Wrong page. There we go. Oops. Thursday. Yes, I know today is Wednesday. I mean, Thursday is tomorrow, and that's why we're looking at them tonight to see what looks good for tomorrow, if it makes sense. That's it. All right. Wally World, let's do this one more time. Had it one more time. All right. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. 132. Whoops. Wrong button. I tell people all the time, I hit the wrong button all the time. Come on. All right. 3.2% for Wally World. Try it one more time. One more time, if we tried. One more time. All right, here it is, right here. Wally World. Oh, damn it. Right there. Here we go. Woohoo! Check that baby out. Walmart. 22 May 26. That means this option contract is going to expire next Friday. 132 call option. The current stock price at this moment in time is 131.50. So why not do the 132s? Okay. Profit? Okay, no. That's for 10 contracts. Anyway, but it's still 3.2%. Okay? So, Thursday, 3.2. Yay! 3.2. Whoopee, 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 whoopee. All right. All righty. So, that was Walmart. Lucky. Is that possible if some stock is at the lowest point? Will you buy and wait for a good premium? No. If it's not giving me a good premium right here, right now, it's a no. That's it. Right here, right now. There's 11,111 different stocks. That's a lot of companies out there. There's always, always, always a trade right around the corner. Cause and Astra, I see you there, brother. I see you there. What's happening? So think of it that way. There's always going to be a good trade. How long do you want to be in? I only want to be in 5 days, maybe 10, depending on is it going to give me 1% every week. Now, we did Walgreens for almost 3 years. I held it continuously for 18 months. Now, 18 months, well, how many weeks is that? 18 months on average of 4 weeks a month, that's 40, 70, about 75 months. Sorry, 75 weeks. So 18 months is about 75 weeks. 1% or more every single week on Walgreens, WBA. Well, we don't do it anymore because it went private and the premiums are horrible now. Same thing with U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel was awesome until it wasn't. Okay? What else? There was 3 of them just recently that got bought out. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. I'm glad it does. what do we have right here, right now? Isaac wants to take a look at Kimberly-Clark. Now, if you didn't know, Kimberly-Clark is what is called a dividend king. Hold on, KMB, there we go. A dividend king. We get the word king in it, so it must be good. Well, it is. It's got 5. I need 2 hands for this one. It's got 5 decades. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 years of increased profits. That means every single year they made more and more and more and more and more money for 5 decades. That's a lot. Think about it. 5 decades consistently increasing. No Zoom tonight. Yeah, there is. Didn't you get... Oh, shit. I didn't send the link. I'm wondering. I got the Zoom channel open and nobody's there. So it's like my fault. Hold up. Let's do this. All right, Zoom. Copy. All right, get that out of there. Let's go back to here. Let's go to Patreon. There we go, audience. And there you go. Here it comes, here it comes. Here it comes. Returns book. There it is. It's on its way. On the way. Yay. Okay, so Kimberly-Clark. Always looking for the exact same thing every time I take a look at a chart. Always. And it takes me 2 to 4 seconds. 2 to 4 seconds. It's simple. 5 things. You ready? See how quickly you can find these. You ready? It's kind of like, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? High of the year, low of the year. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what is it doing? That's it. Okay? Up, down, sideways. That's it. 97.04. It's either yes or it's a no. You either like it or you don't. You're either comfortable putting your money into it or you're not. It's weird that it's actually that simple. Why do you only got 30 people there? I'm going to give it like 10 minutes. If we're not above 50, we're going to reboot. Reboot. All right. Let's take a look at the last 30 days. All right. Up, down, up, down. Look at this. Up. So it's going up now. Fine. The 97s are going for 105, just barely 1%. Okay. Makes sense. Let's take a look. Kimberly-Clark. You really can't go wrong with a dividend king. 5 decades of consistently increasing their profits year after year after year after year. Just makes sense to me. All right. 1 contract. Kimberly-Clark. Here we go. You ready? Here's Johnny. By 1. Covered call, Kimberly-Clark. Let's do another color. Let's do purple. Kimberly-Clark. 22 May. The 97 call option. Profits 163. The investment is 9,537 and a little bit of change. What does that come to on a weekly basis? Let's find out. Calculator. Profit 163. Divided by 9537. Divided by 9537. Grand total of 1.7. 1.7 for 1 week. You either like it or you don't. Easy breezy, simple. Kimberly-Clark. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Let's Make You Squeal. Woo! Where is it? Come on. Why didn't it go? There we go. All right. There it is. Kimberly-Clark. There we go. 1 covered call. Kimberly-Clark. 22 May. That's next Friday. The 97 call option. And it's paying $163 for a $9,500 investment. Now, people get a little panicky when they say it's going to cost me $9,500 to make $163. Well, here's the thing. Whatever investment you're going to make, your money has to go somewhere. Whether you put it in a bank, whether you put it in a CD, whether you put it in an ETF, whether you put it wherever you want to put it, it's going to give you a rate of return or it's not. One or the other. At least this way, you're in control because you get two choices. When you retire, where I am, I'm retired. I get two choices and only two. All right, I'm going to reboot over here. Cause you're going to have to come back in a second because this is just silly. Only 30 people. That's crazy. Crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. Crazy. Crazy. What are we doing? Right there. Right there, and right there, and right there, and right there. Right there. Come on, right there. There we go. All right. So, this is 1.7%. I can deal with 1.7%. What are we looking at? 1.7. If you like Kimberly-Clark. Isn't it weird? It always comes down to, do I like this company? I either like it or I don't like it. That's it. I like it or don't like it. QQQI is going to be a no. I saw that one. QQ, you know what? Let's do it. Let's take a look at this piece of crap, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. But that's me. I don't like it. Romeo, if you like it, that's a you thing. Thank you, Phil. All right, so let's get out of here. Go to there. Back over to there. All right, so Romeo wants to take a look at QQQI. QQQI. Now, Romeo, I always tell people, make sure that what you're investing, I got 5 rules. My rules are very simple. Rule number 1 is never buy something you don't want to own. So apparently you want to own QQQI. In about 5 minutes, you're not going to want to own it. Sorry. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, this is the one you're not going to like, Romeo. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, when I say consistently, I mean 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 15, 19, 24, 27, 32. Higher and higher and higher profits. Year after year after year after year, making more and more money. More money, more money, more money. That's what I'm looking for. QQQI is not it. Sorry, it's just not. Here you go. NEO, NASDAQ 100 High Income ETF, QQQI. So what are we looking at here? Romeo, we're looking at what's called the data stream. Now, the data stream is basically exactly what it means. It's a bunch of data. Today's date, May 13th, May 12th, yesterday, May 11th, Monday, May 8th, Friday, May 7th, Thursday, May 6th, Wednesday, May 5th, Tuesday, May 4th, Monday. Every single day of the year. Ever since this company started trading, every single day it's there. The opening price, high of the day, low of the day, the close, the adjusted, and the volume. It's all there. Every single number. But I'm going to show you something you're not going to like. Are you ready? So I want to go here, check out historical prices, and I want to look at the dividends only. Well, after all, this is a dividend investing channel. The name of the channel is Dividend Stock Talk. When we talk about stocks that pay dividends. Okay, great. Well, the subtitle is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. That's why I require the stocks that I'm looking at to have dividends. Now, QQQI does have dividends, but they're not consistently profitable. Okay? Now, the dividend, all of them, give me all of them. Now, see, here's where I have a major problem with QQQI. Okay? Now, the problem I have with QQQI is it's only 2 years old. That's it. 2 years old. A new company has a very challenging hill to climb, so to speak. A hurdle, major hurdle. Most companies don't make it past 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5. QQQI is at 2 years. That's it, 2 years. Cause I see you over there, jump ship, back and forth. I see that. So let's take a look at the numbers. Are you ready? Romeo, are you ready for this? Don't disappear on me. You're not going to like this, Romeo. You ready? Look, 59 is the very first dividend, and that was the 24, okay, February 2024, 2 years ago. Okay, 2 years old. That's it. 2 years. 59, 60, 58. Okay, this is where I pause for a second because we all know that 60 is higher than 59. Okay, we also know that 58 is lower than 60. So ask yourself a question. Okay, if I'm required to pay my bills on a consistent basis, well, I need a certain amount of money coming in. So my first dividend check, here we go. My first dividend check is going to be $5,900. Okay, great. My second dividend check is going to be $6,000. My third dividend check is going to be $5,870. Wait a second, that's less. Why am I getting less on the third dividend? That's not increasing, that's going backwards. It's not profitable here, it's actually losing money. Because the dividend is the profits that the company gives back to the investors. So all companies are doing the exact same thing. They're striving to make more money this year than they made last year. So why is this going backwards? I don't do companies that aren't consistently profitable. And I want 2 decades of consistent profits. QQQIs. No, okay, look at this. 59. Higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, lower. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step. That makes no sense. Think about it. It makes no sense at all. Let's look at some more. 62. Higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, lower. Hell no. Why would you put money into a company that is losing money? Okay, lower, 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 higher, lower, lower, higher, 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 lower, lower. No, 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 no. You do what you want with your money. I do not put my money into a company that is going backwards. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Mr. Shapiro, what's happening? Ball Street. Ball Street. All right. Interesting. Okay. So no to Q, whatever the hell the Q is. No. Sorry. I like companies that are consistently profitable. That's it. All right. Let's go back and see where we are. All right. Oh, so down here. All right, we looked at Kimberly-Clark. John Werner, what's going on? John Werner wants to take a look. ABB. Ooh, I like ABV. I do. ABV's another dividend king. ABBV. Ooh, nice. Did you like that? That was quick. Right off the bat, I said yes. Why? Because I saw that right there. Well, let me see everything else. Because once you take a look, it sticks out like a sore thumb. The high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what is it doing? That's it. It went up. It came down. Now it's going back up again. Don't try to figure everything out at first. A quick glance is all you need. Either it's doing what you want. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. It's right in the middle. Okay? The bottom, the top, and it's right here right now. And it's going up right there. So yeah, but that's just step number 1 and takes 2 to 4 seconds. 2 to 4 seconds. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. That's it. Next, rule number 5, do the numbers work? Okay, 208.50, 208.50, 208.50, 208.50. What do you think? Current price is 208.50. All right. So 208.50. The closest one is the 207.50, and it's going for 415. Hell yeah! It's more than 1%. That's all I'm looking for. The 14th, which is tomorrow. Okay, simple. 2 to 4 seconds. Okay? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, down, up. Why make it complicated? It was created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. She says, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? My 9-year-old daughter says, can you teach me? Most adults don't get it. And here, I'm supposed to teach my 9-year-old how to do it? It has to be simple. She's only 9. Safe. She's only 9. Predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So, 5 simple rules. Rule number 1. Now, for my 9-year-old, it was rule number 1. Never buy anything that's not on your list. I created the list for her. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. That's 350 stocks right there. The strategy was very simple. Never buy something you don't want to own. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company is profitable. Weekly options only. And then make sure the numbers work. What am I buying? What am I selling? What am I collecting? Is it more than 1%? Great. Is it going right up? Yes, it is. Look, up, down, up. Okay, here's the bottom. 1, 2, 3. There you go. What else do you want? I can't deliver it any simpler than it was created. Wait a minute. Time out. Okay. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. My grandson is 6. So I've created a trading strategy specifically for my 6-year-old grandson. So you really, really, really cannot tell me it's difficult. The first one, this one, created for a 9-year-old. The next one, which is going to be a totally different channel, different topic, different channel, different time of day, but created for a 6-year-old. So it boggles my mind when people say, I don't have enough money, I can't do this, I can't do. It's not that difficult. If 50% a year is not appealing to you, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. So let's check this one out because it looks good. Not only does it look good, AbbVie is a dividend king, which means they've been around for over 100 years and they have over 5 decades, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of increased profits. Every year, higher and higher and higher and higher profits. Now, what is that? J-Mo! Woo! Thank you, brother. AbbVie, 208, 207, 415. Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, change this to covered calls. There it is, the 207.50. There we go. One contract, just so you know what the numbers look like. Once you know what the numbers look like, then you can decide. I can do 4. I can do 7. I can do 33. We all are on a different path. We all have a different amount of money to work with. Here we go. One covered call. AbbVie, 22 May. Next Friday, the 207.50 call option. The stock is currently at 208. Here you go. You ready for this? I'm selling it for less than I'm buying it, and I'm still walking away with a profit. That's freaking nuts. I'm buying it, current price, 208.50, selling it for 207.50, picking up 425, and still walking away with the profit, selling it for less than I paid for it. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's what I'm looking for. Let's do this. Calculator, come out wherever you are. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Okay, 425 is the profit. Remember, max profit, 425. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $20,325. Now, a lot of you may be cringing saying, $20,000. When you're 62 years old and retired, you better have at least 20 grand. You better have at least 6 digits, 100 grand or more when you come time to retire. Okay? Now, some of you aren't there yet. Great. There's other. Now, the strategy for my 6-year-old grandson, that's with pocket change. I originally was going to call it the Pocket Change Challenge, but I got to come up with a good name for that one. Anyway, so profit, 425, investment, 20,000. Let's find out. 20,325 comes to a grand total of 2%. 2%. So, hell yeah, I like 2%. And it's AbbVie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, here we go. AbbVie. 2%. All right. Come on, come out, come out, wherever you are. There we go. And there it is. AbbVie, 22 May 26. That's next Friday. Well, 207.50. The stock is currently at 208. So it dropped a little bit. So it's at 208. I'm going to sell it at 207.50. Selling it for less than I paid for it. Walking away with that. And then if you know how it works, if it is above 207.50 by this next Friday, the option expiration, 22 May, then I get my money back, plus I get to keep that for, what was it again? 2% return for 1 week. 1 week. Remember when CDs were paying 1% a year? 1% a year. I was still making 1% a week even back then. 2%. All right. 2%. Okay, we got 2 more. 5 a day. 2 more. What do we got? What do we got? All right, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Change this back to that. Change this back to this. Questions, questions, questions. La 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 la. Ball Street. Okay, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. All right. What do we have next? Okay, John Warner. I hope that made sense for AbbVie. Either you like it or you don't. Well, you must like it because you suggested it. Okay? For next week, the 207.50s. Yeah, the exact one I looked at. Ricky Mercado. What's happening, Ricky? Uh-oh. Oh, check it out. One Love. Dude, 3? You want me to do a 3 top? All right, let's check it out. Horizon. H-R-Z-N. Okay. H-R-Z-N. Here we go. I'm going to click the button, take a look at the chart, and see how quick you can see it. Hell no. Do you see how quick that was? After been doing this for a while, it's actually that quick. Hell no. Why? Why is it a hell no? I don't do monthlies. May, June, July, September, October. And the reason why I don't do monthlies, because there's only 12. Think about it. If I'm getting 1 to 2% every single trade, why would I only do 12? A monthly option. Okay, I'll do it again. Watch. May, June, July, September, October. Those are months of the year. Hold on, check out this one. You ready? 15 May. That's this Friday. 22 May. That's next Friday. 29 May. That's 2 Fridays away. 5 June. 3 Fridays away. 12 June. 4 Fridays away. 5, 6, 7 Fridays. Every single Friday there's a new option getting ready to expire on a weekly option. Not monthly. If I'm making 1 or 2% every single trade, I have no problem whatsoever doing 52 of them. I do a hell of a lot more than that, but you know what I mean. Think about it. Why would you trade once a month when you can trade once a week? And then, hold on. A weekly option, I only have to figure out where it's going in the next 5 days. Hold on, let's take a look. 30 days ago, okay, here's the 30-day chart. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, great. Where's it going to be in 5 days? More than likely, it's going to be somewhere around here. Might go down a little bit more, bounce back up, but right around this area. That's easy to see, easy to calculate. Okay, Horizon, H-R-Z-N. Okay, monthly, 30 days. Okay, hold on, 30 days. All right, you ready? Here we go. 30 days ago, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now tell me, where is it going to be in 30 days? This is 30 days. Look at it. That's 30 days. Monthly, now you have to tell me where is it going to be in another 30 days. Not that easy, is it? Hold on. It actually gets worse. Watch this. Current price, $4.22. So more than likely, I would do the fucking nothing. Look at the option it has. The 250 is going for 75 cents. That's 275. That's losing. No. The 5 goes 255, 750. So the 5 is going for 0. I don't like monthlies. The numbers are just horrible on almost all of them. And then I can do it once a month, and I got to figure out where's it going to be in 30. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work. That's why rule number 4 is weekly options only. Okay? Okay, pumpkin, buttercup. All right, what do we have next? So it's going to be no for the Maine. Maine is another. MAIN is another monthly no. PSEC, PSEC. Whoops. PSEC. Hell no. You listed me 3 monthlies. You ready for this? No, no, no. I don't do monthlies. They just don't pan out. Number one, the numbers just don't work in my favor. So if it's not going to work in my favor and it's more challenging, why would I do it? There's 11,111 different companies this week. There's probably more today. You know, for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, let's do it. Let's go take a look. Just for the fun of it. FinViz. FINVIZ. There we go. Just for the fun of it. Hold up. Hold up. The screener. There it is. Ready for the number. It's going to be right here. And it did change. 11. Okay, I'm gonna do this. You ready? Here's the number right there. 11,135. So they added 24 more companies as of Sunday. Because we looked Sunday, it was 11,111. Well, now, today, 11,135. The number changes every day. They add more companies. Well, now, 11,135 companies. Why would I choose something that doesn't fit? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. Got to make the best of bad. Okay, so what do we have next? Next. Emmanuel, you've struggled to understand it. All right, Emmanuel, let me see if I can simplify it for you. Simple as possible. Emmanuel, let's play pretend for a little bit. Boys and girls, let's play pretend for a little bit. You ready? Emmanuel, hypothetically speaking, you got a 1968 Mustang convertible sitting in the back of the yard. You push it out to the front. You own the car. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, it's yours. Let's say you slap a for sale sign on it, $10,000. Your car, you're selling it, 10 grand. You own it. You do what you want. So let's say Steve down the street, 4 or 5 houses down, white house, blue shutters. You know the guy, Steve? Long beard, mustache, looks like he needs a shave. Okay. He says, hey, Emmanuel, I like your car. Let me give you a couple $100. Hold it for me until Friday. So here's the thing. It is a non-refundable deposit just to hold it. And he doesn't get to discount it from the price. So on Friday, he's got to give you the whole $10,000. Now, hypothetically speaking, if he doesn't show up, you keep that money, non-refundable deposit, and then the following Monday, you sell it to someone else. All right, let's say Peter, 2 towns over. He drives a beat-up pickup truck. Hey, I like your car. Let me give you a couple $100. Hold it for me till Friday. I'll be back to pick it up. So if he shows up, he gives you the 10 grand for the car. If he doesn't show up, you keep the money, and the next week you sell it to someone else. You do it over and over and over again until somebody finally gives you the $10,000 for that car. Now, the value of the car is going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, all depending on what the gas prices is, all depending on how the person feels about it, blah, blah, whatever the reason. It's an asset. An asset in which you own, which you control, you can do whatever you want. Okay? So, car, stocks, same thing. An asset in which you can collect weekly cash from. An option is nothing more than, hey, I was here first. I have the first right to buy it. That's it. An option, the ones that we're doing, it's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's created for a 9-year-old. You own it, you get to do whatever you want. Joe! Thank you, Joe. It's not my color, but hey. Thank you anyway, Joe. Emmanuel, I hope that made a little bit more sense. Freckle Queen, I haven't seen you in a couple days. How are you? Nice to see you, Freckle Queen. All right, so. No, and no. Doug Fry comes up with Colgate-Palmolive, CL. Colgate-Palmolive. Oh, look what I got. Yay. Who's that? Yay, thanks, Joe. Colgate-Palmolive is another dividend king. Over 100 years old and over 5 decades of consistent profits. What do they make? They make dish soap. They make laundry detergent. They make paper towels. Stuff that we need on a consistent basis. It's a great company. Over 5 decades, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of increased profits. Why not? Let's take a look. Colgate-Palmolive, come on down. Johnny, tell him what he's won. Here we go, Bill. Colgate-Palmolive. I don't need to see that one. Get that one out of there. Oh, hell, I like this one. Check it out. You ready? It's not that difficult. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's up, down, up, down, up. That's it. Why make it complicated? The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What is it doing? That's it. Okay. So, 87, 87, the 88s are going for 115. We all know that 115 is more than 88. 1% of 88 is 88. It's actually that simple. 1% of 88 is 88. $88. 1% of $88 is 88 cents. So, the 88 is going for 115. Now we all know that 115 is more than 88, so that is more than 1%. That works. Enron, hey, back again. Enron, you've been back over and over and over again. Nice to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so, hell yeah. Colgate-Palmolive, over 100 years old. You know how much crap Colgate-Palmolive has seen? World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, all that crap happening in the Gulf, the Desert Storm, all that crap. What else? The oil embargo of the 70s, stock market crash in 29, the crash in 87, the crash in 2000, the crash in 2008, the crash in 2000, what was the next one, 21, crash in 2024. They've seen a lot of crap, but they're still increasing their profits year after year after year after year. Why the hell not? Well, whatever. All right, here we go. Hell yeah. I don't even have to look. It's a hell yeah. Okay, 88. 88. There we go. 88. One contract. What does it look like? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. All right. Colgate-Palmolive. One contract. 22 May. That's next Friday. The $88 call option, woo! $155 is the profit, $8,600 is the investment. What the hell is the rate of return? Only way to figure it out, unless you're really good with math. I'm good with math, but not that good. All right, so I'm going to take $155, and I'm going to divide it, because the profit is $155. The investment, cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, is $8,645. Uh-oh, got a low battery. Low battery. All right. I got 9 cameras going. Okay, so bear with me. 155's profit, cost of trade, including commissions and fees, $86.45. Divide 86.45, grand total of 1.8. Think about it, 1.8% for 1 week. Colgate-Palmolive, over 100 years old, dividend king, should be on everyone's list. That's not, it's not, what do you call it? It's not it's not a tip. It's not a recommendation. It's nothing more than an observation. Somebody asked me to take a look at it. Great. There it is. I'm just reading the numbers that are there. All right. 1.8. Of course I'm going to save it. 1.8? Why the hell not? Colgate Palmolive? Hell yeah. Sure. I hear you.
Are you sure there, James?
I'm sure. Are you sure?
CL, right?
Yeah, CL, Colgate Palmolive. I think they incorporated it in the late 1800s. Was it the 1840s? I don't know. But back in 1800s, that much I do know. Did I just do that one? I think I did. Let's find out. There it is. Colgate Palmolive. Woohoo! All right. Colgate Palmolive. 22 May 26. That's next Friday. The $88 call option. 155 is the profit. 8,600 is the investment for a 1.8% return for 1 week. 1 week. 1.8%. If and only if you actually like Colgate Palmolive. Oh, they make toothpaste too, don't they?
1.1 for Friday.
1.1 for this Friday?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at this. I was like, are you sure? Yeah, I was looking at Friday's dates.
Oh, okay. Now, we're going to take a look at this week. Because this is for next week, 1.8. Now, Mark says 1.1 for this week. Well, why not? For 2 days, 1.1? Hell yeah. Let's take a look. All right, we're going to save this one. Okay. 1.8. All right, now I'm going to change this up just a little bit. Okay, same numbers, right? Come on. There it is right there. So what I'm going to change is this right here. I'm going to hit edit. There we go. And now I'm going to change it from 22 May, right here, it says 22 May, to 15 May, which is 2 days away. Well, let's find out. There it is, one covered call, Colgate Palmolive, 15 May, that's this Friday, 2 days away. $98 is the profit. 8,700 is the investment. So let's see what the rate of return for this one is. Mark right? Come on, let's hope Mark is wrong.
Good teacher.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, 98 profit. Okay, max profit 98. Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, 8702. All right, so divide 8702, and here we go. He's right, 1.12. Look at that, 1.12. So we're going to save this one also, but we're not going to count it as number 5 because we got 4. This is number, let's call this 4.5. Okay? All right. But it is 1.1 for this week. All right? I can do it 1.1. Colgate Palmolive, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wilbur, what's going on? Hey, a horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course, unless, of course, that is the horse, the famous Mr. Ed. All right, here we go. Colgate Palmolive, same thing we just saw like 2 seconds ago. One covered call, CL, Colgate Palmolive, 15 May, that's this coming Friday, 2 days away. The 88 call option, 98 is the profit, 8702 is the investment. So ask yourself, do you know who Colgate Palmolive is? Does it sound like a good investment? Does it sound like something you're okay with? Ultimately, it's your choice. Don't listen to what I say. What the hell do I know? You don't know me from Adam. Okay. Ask yourself the question, does it make sense? Do I like Colgate Palmolive? Are they, well, yes, they are consistently profitable, but do the research yourself. Dive deep. Take a look. Wait a second. Hold the phone. Let's do this. Okay, Colgate Palmolive. Here we go. CL. Okay, we're going to take a look at the dividends for Colgate Palmolive. All the way back. Whoops. 20 years. Let's see all of them. Here we go. 20 years. You ready? 2006. Here we go. Whoops. Here it is. Yahoo Finance. 2006. There it is right there. January 2006. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 26, 29, 31, 34, 36, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48, 50, 52, 53. 20 years. It's got 5 decades. It does. But we just looked at 20 years. Because rule number 3 is make sure the company's consistently profitable. Rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Now, I'm looking for 2 decades. That's 20 years. Colgate-Palmolive, more than 20 years consistent profits. You either like it or you don't. It makes sense or it doesn't. It's left, it's right, it's up, it's down, it's black, it's white, it's hot, it's cold. It's one or the other. You got 2 choices and only 2. And don't think you're special, because you're not. You do it yourself, or you give up accountability, let someone else do it for you. If you're not taking control of your own money, quit your bitching. You don't have money, it's your own damn fault. Money's not that difficult. It comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. You just got to learn how to play the game. And it is a game. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. Monopoly. Buying real estate. Same thing. Buy a house, rent it out. Buy a house, rent it out. You get 4 of them, great. Now you can put up a hotel. Same thing. This is just a different game. Learn the rules. Is the company profitable? It either is or it isn't. Are they consistently profitable? Did they make more money this year than they did last year? Make more money last year than they did the year before? So on, so on, so on. They're either profitable or they're not. You either like it or you don't. It's going up or it's going down. There is no other way. It goes up, it goes down, that's it. Anyway, next. Next. All right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And back to here. All right, cool beans. It's 10 o'clock. We got 4. All right, we got 1 more to go. That's it. 5 a day. Oh, what do I got? One? Phil. Woohoo! Thank you there, Phil. All right. What else do we got? Doug Fry. That was an excellent choice, dude. It was. It was. Calm. Coach, what's happening? Apple Cheeks. Fix the video, please. What's wrong with the video? One Love. Excellent perspective. Thank you there. Joey. What's happening, Joey? Doug Fryer. MDT. Medtronics. Woohoo. Ooh. For this day. Ooh, cool. Medtronics. Let's take a look. Mr. Doug Fryer. Oh, he's the one who just gave us Colgate-Palmolive. Now he's giving us MDT. Medtronics. Let's take a look. Medtronics. Another dividend king. MDT. Medtronics. 5 decades increased profits. Uh-oh. What's happening here? High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down. That's easy. Think about it. Seriously. Ask yourself a serious question. You take a look at the picture. It's all it is a picture. It's a picture with a bunch of squiggly lines. That's it. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. It's a picture with a bunch of squiggly lines. Where's the top? Where's the bottom? Where was it? All the way to the left? Where is it? All the way to the right? And just draw on it like a little kid. Up, down. That's it. But look at that right there. You can barely see it, but it's right there. And that looks pretty. Do you know why it looks pretty? It looks freaking awesomely pretty. Because that right there is the bottom of the year. The low of the year. You cannot get any lower than the low. Oh, I'm having fun tonight. Good. It is the low of the year. Seriously. Okay, you've heard it over and over and over and over again. Make money in stock market. You buy low, you sell high. You cannot get any lower than the low of the year. So, that looks good. Now, what do the numbers look like? Remember, rule 5, make sure all the numbers work. What am I buying it for? 76.21. What's the closest strike price? 76. It's going for 122. That's over 1.5% right off the top of my head. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I don't even have to look at the whole thing because I see that little tiny spot right there. Check it out. 30-day high. Profit taking. 30-day low. Not only is this the 30-day low, it's the bottom of the year. That was Monday. Tuesday, 1 day higher. Wednesday, 2 days higher. I'm jumping into that baby regardless. Ooh. All right. Let's do this. This is number 5 for the evening. You guys better have a lot of questions because I'm only doing 5. That's it. All right. Get rid of this. Change this to covered call. There we go. Oh, before I forget, for those of you that are new here, never been here before, the screen behind me, this one right here, that is live on YouTube right here, right now. And it's being recorded. So it's live and being recorded. And before you say, is this recording? Hold on. It is currently 10:04 p.m. May 13th, 2026. If you're looking at this other than 10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 13th day of May 2026, you're watching a recording. Other than that, it's live. It's live. Yay! Can I do this on Robinhood? Hell yeah. Card Shark, I have a Robinhood account. I love my Robinhood account. As a matter of fact, my grandson's trading strategy, 6 years old, is going to be directly on Robinhood because it's just a freaking, and he's 6 years old. It has to be simple. You just open it up, hand it to him, say, there you go, buddy. There you go. All right, so that being said, oh, right, 77. No, 76. All right, 76 is right there. All right, let's do this. 76 trombones in the big parade. 106 clarinets are in the band. Who remembers that song? Holy cow. Here it goes. Covered call. Here we go. By 1MDT Medtronics. 22 May 26. That's next Friday. The 76 call option. So whoever's going to buy this from me has the right to buy it from me at 76. Currently, the price is $76.21. I'm selling it at 76, walking away with a profit. Crazy. All right, 7,400. Let's find out what the rate of return is this. For next week, okay, 130 profit. Divide by cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 74.70. What is that? Divide 74.70, and it comes to a grand total of 1.75. That's 1 3/4%. Okay, now we all know what simple math is, right? Why'd that turn off? No, that one turned off. All right, there we go. Okay, we all know what simple math is. 1% every single week is over 50% by the end of the year. Okay, simple, right? All right. 1.75 for 1 week. It either makes sense or it doesn't. It's actually that simple. It makes sense or it doesn't. Now, somebody did say take a look at this week's. So we're going to save this one. And we're also going to take a look at this week's. Because this is for next week. Because there's only 2 more days left for this week. Usually I don't find a good trade on a Thursday or a Friday. Because it's only 1 day, 2 days. All right. Here, ooh, uh-oh. $1.1. There we go. Woohoo! All right. Uh-oh. All right. MDT Medtronics. 22 May 26. That's next Friday. 76 call options. 130 is the profit, 7,400 is the investment for a 1.75% return for 1 week. You either like it or you don't like it. It either makes sense or it doesn't. Invest the money yourself or give up accountability and give it to someone else. It's choices. When I grew up in the 60s and 70s, we had 2 choices, chocolate or vanilla. I actually remember when they came up with strawberry. Okay, there was a place called Cumberland Farms from Cumberland, Connecticut. Or was it Cumberland, Rhode Island? I don't know. It's called Cumberland Farms. It was a chain of stores. It's kind of like the Circle K, 7-Eleven, Quickie Stop, Quick Mart, wherever. The corner store, Cumberland Farms. Chocolate and vanilla, that's all we had. That's all we had, chocolate and vanilla. Well, now, they got like 35, 65 different flavors. But growing up, it was chocolate or vanilla. I remember when they came out with strawberries. We were so excited. And then every time they came up with a new one, rum raisin, oh yeah, butter pecan, oh wonderful, chocolate chip, yay. Okay. Anyway, here we go. 1 point. What was this one? 1.7. All right, 1.7. 1.7. 1.1. 1.7. Okay, now someone did say take a look at Medtronics for this week. So let's just take a look at Medtronics for this week. Is it possible to get 1% for this week? All right, let's edit this and change 22 May to 15 May, which is this coming Friday. Okay, what does that number look like? Well, let's take a look. Confirm and send. Here we go. Same thing, just a different date. Okay, by one covered call, Medtronics, 15 May 26th. That means it's going to expire in 2 days, this coming Friday. The 76 call option, everything's the same except for the date and the profit. $57 profit, $7,500. Again, let's check it out. Is it going to give me over 1% for 2 days? Either it is or it isn't. All right, profit, $57. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $7,500. 75.43 comes to 0.75. Sorry, just a smidge shy of 1%. So that would be no for this week, but yes for next week. But you see how that worked? Okay? It's the same strike price, the $76 strike price. It's just the date is different. Okay? So May 5th, 15th, which is 2 days from now, it gives me 0.75, which is 3/4 of 1%. Not quite 1. But next week, it's giving me 1.7, whatever it was. 1.75. So what would 2 weeks, 3 weeks look? Let's take a look at 3 weeks. Why not? For the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Okay, let's hit edit again. And this time, we keep the same strike price. But this time, we're going to go 3 weeks out and see what that looks like. Okay, 15 May. Okay, 15 May, 22 May, 29 May. That's 3 weeks away. All right, 3 weeks. There we go. Confirm and send. Same thing. You ready? One covered call, Medtronics, 29 May. That's 3 weeks away. The $76 call option means somebody has the right to buy it from me at $76 anytime between when they buy it and the day's expiration, which is the 29th of May, 3 weeks. 162 is the profit, $7,400. Let's see what the rate of return is for 3 weeks. 162 divided by cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $74.38. $74.38, grand total of 2.17. It's an interesting strategy, and you can do whatever you want. You can pick whatever expiration date you want. You can pick whatever strike price you want, as long as you're picking a good quality company. Now, for me, a good quality company is any company that's consistently profitable for at least 2 decades. That's 20 years. There's over 350 companies that are profitable over 20 consecutive years, year after year after year after year. Anyway, so we got all 5. So let's open it up for questions. Questions. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Back to this. Back to that. 10:13, we got 45 minutes to figure out whatever questions you guys have. So, hit me with your best shots. Come on, fire away. All right, so I'm comfortable. Let's take some questions. All right, all the way back to the beginning. Wow, all these questions. Not all questions, just people saying hi. All right, hello, hi, hello. Mike is, hello. Anyone says hi, I'm going to say hello. Hey, Fred, Phil, John, Jordan, Turtle, Game. Anthony, Phil, Cooney. All right. Okay. If you don't say hi, I'm not going to say hi to you. I've been struggling to understand this. Emmanuel, we already did that one for you. Okay. Susan Newberry Oak. That's a weird name, but okay. Freckle Queen. Nice to see you. Oh, Enron wants to take a look at PS. What is PS? PS. Pershing Square. Never heard of it. No options, no thank you. Come on, Enron. You've been here before. You have. You heard me say it over and over again. Yeah, monthly. Yeah, no thank you. I don't do monthlies. No. Okay? Ayo, thank you for that. Great week for Cover Call Premium. Yes, it is. All in Sean. You like Berkshire Hathaway? No, Berkshire Hathaway is a monthly. Sorry. And don't get me wrong. It may work for you. Okay? I don't tell people what to buy, what not to buy. I don't. I tell you what I'm buying. It's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. It's not a tip. It's just, what I'm doing. Okay? Berkshire Hathaway. It's a monthly. It's going to be a no.
It's a weekly.
Berkshire Hathaway?
B is a weekly. Yes, sir.
BK.R? It is a weekly. Ooh, my mistake. I've never bought Berkshire Hathaway. Let's take a look. It's going to be a no anyway. The reason it's a no, not because of what you think it is, it's because of this right here. Okay? I already seen it. Okay? It takes me 2 seconds to see everything. High, low, was, is, blah. That's it. All right, so here's the high, drops, back up, back down, back up. Okay, let's zoom into it, get a better look. You ready? 14th is tomorrow. So I don't buy at the high. Point blank, I don't do it. The high was yesterday. Why would I buy at the high? Okay, I'm not that adventurous. I'm not looking to go higher. No. I like buying. Now, see, I'm not going to blow smoke. I'm not. Bottom is here. I don't do bottoms because you don't know if it's going to go lower. So I like 2 days up, 1, 2. On the third day up, I will jump in. So 1, 2, I would have jumped in right there. I ain't going to lie to you saying I would have got it down here. No, I wouldn't. Okay? That tells me there's the bottom. That tells me 1 day. That tells me 2 days. That tells me keep your eye open because the third day, yeah, right there. That's where I would have jumped in. Now at 476, what's 1% of 476? 476. $476. 1% is $4.76, right on $5. So if I jumped in here, I want to get out at 481. Right there. Okay? As 1% right there. In here, out there. That's it. But no, I do not buy at the high, and yesterday was the high. No, thank you. Sorry. All right, Carlos, what's happening? Oh, la 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 la. Oh, Midnight Toker. Ooh, that's from the Joker. I'm a Midnight Toker. Yeah, wait. Oh, what's that? Come on, help me out with this one. The Joker by Steve. Was it Steve Miller? Or
He's a midnight smoker.
Yeah.
She's a midnight toker.
Yeah, that's the one.
You don't want me singing either.
Well, you know.
Get rid of all your viewers.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, the speaker is so small. No matter how bad you are, the tinny sound makes you sound okay. All right.
I can appreciate that, James.
Yeah. All right. Think of it this way. What was that?
You're the first person who ever said that.
Yeah, I sound great in the shower.
Sounds so bad.
Yeah, I sound great in the shower with a bucket over my head. Put a bucket over my head, I sound great. Midnight Joker. Okay. Okay. So, Card Shark. Can you do this in Robinhood? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out how can I show my Robinhood account live. So I'm working on that. As soon as I figure it out, I will. But yeah, you can do it in your Robinhood. Matter of fact, it's even easier on Robinhood because Robinhood's right in your hand, right in your fingertips. So if you're a gamer and you're used to playing video games, yeah, I started out with Pong, No, table tennis. It was tennis. Do you remember that one? Tennis, go bing, 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 bing. It was the coolest thing. It was Atari. Bing, 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 bing. Then Berserk came out. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, wow, I remember that. As a matter of fact, here's a little tidbit of information for you that I can almost guarantee almost nobody knows this. Okay? My hometown, Marshfield, Massachusetts, was the first town to make it illegal for video games. Because the kids were spending all their lunch money dropping quarters into all these machines. So Marshfield was the first town to outlaw video games. Yeah, nobody's impressed with that. All right, Card Shark, hope that works for you. What's my opinion on RTX? Wapiti Warrior, RTX. I like RTX. RTX. As a matter of fact, we were looking at that the other day. Look at it. It looks pretty damn good, right? Here's the high. Here's the low. Look at this. She shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going back up again. Stocks do two things. They go up and they go down. They go up high enough. Look at this. From 130 to 210. 130 to 210. That's a big jump. Not quite 100%, but still. Nice jump. Here's the pullback. Went back up some more. Here's another pullback. Call it pullback, call it correction, call it retracement. I call it profit taking. Think about it. If she's here, up to there, yeah, I'm going to take my profits. Take profits, it drops. Drops enough, people go buy, then profits again. Here we are right here. Zoom into that really close, and you're going to say, yeah, that looks good. All right, so here you go. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's going up. It's going up slowly, but it is going up. The 178's 360. Yeah, the numbers work if you like RTX. I'm not going to play that because we already got our 5. Oh, holy shit, we got 40 minutes. What the hell am I going to talk about for 40 minutes? All right, Sean, I see you there. Coach Miriam. How you doing, Miriam? Joseph. 2 Chains. Elena. RJ. How do you invest with starting? Are those words in the right order? How do you invest with starting? I think the wait a minute, syntax might be wrong. The right words, but in the wrong order. How do you start investing? That makes sense. But how do you invest with starting? That doesn't make sense. What was the ticker, Jeff? No. So you never lose any. Million for you. Okay, I'm going to tell you something million for you, specifically for you. Are you ready for this? Well, actually, this is for everyone. Okay? Now, a lot of people are intimidated in the stock market because they think they're going to lose. Well, here's the funny thing. If you pick something good, like something that has some substance to it, something that has some historical performance. Look at Coca-Cola. They've been in business for 140 years, maybe 150. Okay, but somewhere in the 1800s. Okay, over 100 years. I'm pretty confident that Coca-Cola is going to be here long after I'm gone. Now, I'm 62. I'm pretty damn healthy. I think I got another 20, 30 years left. I'm pretty sure Coca-Cola is going to be here after I'm gone. So if I buy Coca-Cola, never, ever, ever sell it at a loss, how do I lose? Think about it. You never, ever lose any money until you consciously agree to sell it for less than what you paid for it. If I paid $100 for IBM and I sold it for less than 100, that's my own damn fault. If I never ever sell it for less than I paid for it, how can I lose? Especially if the company is consistently profitable. Coca-Cola, over 140 years old, 5 decades increasing profits. You know what? Let's, for the fun of it, just for the fun of it, let's go to Google, for the fun of it. Google. How many years has Coca-Cola? All right, I have to spell it out. Increased its dividends right there. How many years has Coca-Cola? 64 years. 60. I'm 62. They've been increasing their dividends longer than I've been alive. Okay? So if you buy a company that's over 100 years old and never, ever, ever, ever sell it for less than you paid for it, and every year they increase their profits, which means they give you more money, how the hell can you go wrong with that? The key is you make money when you buy, not when you sell. Buying the right stock at the right time, and is it consistently profitable and consistently increasing their profits? There's no way to lose. You only lose if you consciously sell it for less than you paid for it. Same thing with profits. You don't make any money until you sell something and take the profit. Okay, you might buy a stock at $100 and it might jump up to $500. Guess what? It's not a profit until you take it. It looks good on paper, but it doesn't mean squat until you take it. Okay, boom, I'm going to get to you in a minute. Let me finish up the questions over here. Why is the video reversed? TikTok is showing charts correctly. Parker, thank you for that. Parker, I got a question for you. Okay? Now, I've been doing this for a very long time, Parker. Really, I have. I got over 2,000 videos on YouTube. So, if you know, how do you reverse the camera, the selfie camera on an iPhone, coupled with YouTube Live to invert the camera? I'll be more than happy to know. And I'll be more than happy to fix it. But you're not the first one to say it. At least 4 people every single week for the past 4 years has asked me the same question. How do you reverse that the camera? Fine, tell me, how do you do it? Everybody says something about it, but nobody knows the answer. Isn't that weird? But thank you. I appreciate your input. I do. And if I knew how to do it, I would. Okay? Thousands of people come through these channels every night. Not YouTube itself, but I got 13, I think we're at 14 channels. So we're live streaming on 14 different channels. A lot of people come through. And a lot of them are backwards because YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, what's that one over there? Instagram, and there's a couple other ones that don't allow you to invert the camera. TikTok does allow you to invert the camera. Also, OBS Broadcaster allows you to invert the camera. It's just a selfie camera with YouTube and all those other ones that doesn't allow me to do that. Sorry. Yeah, what's next? Handyman! What's happening, Handyman? Asaya. Gold USD, sell now, TPSO, and buy. I got no idea what the hell that means. And I don't like it when people come in and start plugging their own crap. Use your own channel, if you don't mind. Jen Clay. You have put me at a profit of 55. Yeah, good for you, brother. Nice. Phil, cool beans. It's Medtronics. All right. So, Jen Clay. Awesome. Good for you. Careful with that cough. Yeah. This is from talking too much. I talk too much. Anthony and Tanya. I'm in Vermont. I go to Cumberland for gas. Cool beans. You know what? I'm actually going to be up in Maine in a couple of weeks. I got to go to New Orleans. Then from New Orleans, I'm going to a wedding. And then from there, I'm coming back to Florida. Then I might be going up to Massachusetts. And I'm coming back. It's like, ooh, I love retirement. I do. Use a mirror. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because see, here's the thing. If I use a mirror, everything looks right for you, but then I'm reading all the questions back. KJ, what part of Maine? It's called Munson, Monson. It's right down the street from the largest freshwater lake east of the Mississippi. No? Nobody knows? Moosehead Lake. What part of Maine? All right, KJ, it's Moosehead Lake. Okay, so I'll probably be flying into Boston and driving up to Maine, or I might go into Maine, into Bangor, and get picked up there. All right, let's keep on going. Bob, hello, Bob. Plenty of options. Hello, man. Andy, hello. Plenty of options. SPYODT. Why no monthly? Oh my goodness. There's always someone asking why. I explain it, but no. Anthony, Nubia, what's happening, Anthony? Okay. Number one, plenty options. Are you ready? SLV has high beta right now, juicy premium. Okay. Cash secured puts an LVV, the whale strategy. Yep, I get that also. But back up for a second. Okay, let's take a look at SPYODT. 1 day to expiration. No. All right, so we are going to jump over to Yahoo Finance, and I'm going to show you why I don't do SPY. All right, sit tight. Sit tight. Here we go. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of there. Right here. SPY. Okay. Now, here we're looking at Yahoo Finance. Got nothing to do with me. It's a financial website. If you're going to invest, you really need to have at your fingertips financial information. SPY. Right there. SPY. See it? Now, here's why I don't like SPY. Okay? Plenty of options. Let's go all the way back 20 years ago, which is 2006. You ready? 2006. Right here. March 17th, 2006. I'm going to read these out to you. You ready? Hold on. Okay, right there. Very first dividend. 51. All right? 51. 55. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, higher, higher. Uh-oh. What is that? 4 steps up, 3 steps back, 1 step back? Lower, lower, lower. Higher, lower. Higher, 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 lower, lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, higher. Hold on, we ain't done yet. Higher, lower. Higher, lower. Higher, lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, higher. All right, almost there. Only 2016. We have ways to go. Okay. Lower, higher, lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, lower. Higher, lower, lower, lower. It's not consistently profitable. Why are you putting your money? 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's not consistently profitable. Hold on, I'll show you what consistency of profitability should look like. Okay, GPC. 60 years of increased profits, all the way back to 2006. There it is right there. 2006, May 8th. 33, 36, 39, 40, 41, 45, 49. Whoops. 53, 57, 61, 65, 67, 72. Do you notice it's getting higher and higher and higher and higher? No going backwards? That is what consistency of profitability looks like. Every single year, higher, higher, higher profits. SPY goes up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. No, 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 no. I'm retired. I need, oh, Gracie. Hello, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. So I need, for me, because I'm retired, all right, I need consistency. I need predictability. Okay? My bills come due. I don't have the luxury of being wrong, so I don't invest in companies that aren't consistently profitable. SPY is not consistently profitable. SLV, you're going to be in for a sad awakening. SLV. Now, the reason I say you're going to be in for a sad awakening because there are more contracts on silver than there is actual silver. They're selling something and they can't deliver it. Okay, you may think you're investing in silver. You're not. You're investing in paper. And look at this. SLV has no dividends, so why are we looking at it? The channel is dividend investing for weekly cash flow. As SLV has no dividends, why are we looking at it? Sorry. And I don't like SLV because it's not. Never mind. Next. All right. Tim. CIFR. What is CIFR, Tim? Curious. CIFR. Okay. Cipher Digital. Never heard of it. Now, there has to be a reason why I never heard of it. Let's find out. CIFR. Into Yahoo Finance. Okay. Oh, that's why I never heard of it. No dividends. So the question I got for you, why would you show up on a dividend investing channel, give me a stock that has no dividends? The name of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. SLV has no dividends. CIFR has no dividends. So why am I looking at it? Plenty options. 100 is 476. Thank you, plenty options. I have no idea what that means, but all right. Cool breeze. It looks like Berkshire Hathaway B doesn't pay dividends either. Then why are we looking at it? Uh-oh, plenty options wants to start throwing out some heavy ammunition. Poor man's covered calls. Love them. I don't do them anymore. Because once you get bit in the ass plenty of times, it's like, no thank you, I'm not swimming there anymore. Low cost basis on long side. Yes and no. Now, I'm going to agree with you, the poor man's covered call is a great idea. It is. But it's not good long term. It's good for a couple of weeks, but then get rid of it. Because the long option and the short option are both eventually going to go to zero. No way around it. When you own the stock, you have more leverage because you own the stock. A poor man's covered call is nothing more than the ability to buy at a certain price by a certain date. You don't own it. You just have the right to own it. And you can do covered calls with options. But it's very risky. You make more money, yes, but it's very risky. Okay, there are a lot of strategies, a whole bunch of them. I love credit spreads. Credit spreads, awesome. Stock goes up, I make money. Stock goes nowhere, I make money. Stock goes down, I make money. The stocks go three ways. If I'm making money each way, great, it works. When it works. When it doesn't work, ouch. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, there's plenty of strategies out there. There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of strategies. If I sat in front of my computer, I could make a shit ton of money. But at some point in time, do you remember the movie Conan the Barbarian? There comes a time in a man's life where diamonds lose its sparkle, jewels lose their luster, and money has no meaning. At some point in your life, you're going to get to the point where you say, I have enough money. I want to hang out with my grandkids. I got enough money. I want to go play in my garden. It all depends on where you are in your life. You want to do covered calls? You want to do poor man's covered calls? Great. Great concept. They really are. They are. They're great. They're awesome when they work. When they don't work, it's ouch. Psycho! What's happening, Ben? Angel! What the hell are you saying? What am I saying? Just call me Angel of the Morning, babe. Okay, so Vivo. What the hell is Vivo? Let's take a look at Vivo. Okay, VIVO. Vivo. Vivo Las Vegas. Okay, what is it? Come on. Here it is. Vivo. No dividends. Hell no. Why am I looking at something with no dividends? It's a dividend investing channel. Cody. Seriously, Cody, it's a dividend investing channel. Why are we looking at Vivo when there's no dividends? All kind. Robinhood is easy app, but blocked me. Uh-oh. Why did Robinhood block you? That's not a good thing. That's called criminalize. I'm not 100% sure what that means. All kind, that app is shady. Okay. Spend a buck. Wow. Is wow actually stock? Jay Moore, what's going on? Good evening, James. What is the advantage of placing a covered call 3 weeks in advance? Jay Moore, it's always going to be a situation on what works for you. The advantages of doing a covered call 3 weeks out, let's say hypothetically, your granddaughter or your daughter or someone, you got to go somewhere for a vacation and you're going to be busy. Okay, in 2 weeks, I got to go to, I don't have to go, but I get to go to New Orleans. Never been there. Okay, I get to go to New Orleans, and then I get to go to a wedding, and then I got to come back. I'll be gone for a week. So I'm going to be trading anyway, but if you do not want to trade, because I have clients all over the place. James, I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. What do we do? Great, sell a covered call 3 weeks out. This way you're covered, you're making money, and you don't have to worry about it for 3 weeks. Okay? You make 3 times the amount of money, so it works out that way. Rodney, what's going on? Uh-oh, too far. Plenty of options. Okay, got that. Luis, hello. RJ, how do you start investing? First of all, number one, RJ, number one is to make the conscious decision. That's it, number one. Can I do it? Can I think I can do it? I might be able to do it. I think it's a good idea, blah, blah. Convince yourself it either is a good idea or it isn't a good idea. You got 2 choices, RJ. Do it yourself, take responsibility of your money, or give someone else. Angel, thank you. Thank you for that, Angel. So once you decide, you want to give it a try, my suggestion is either join a group. I actually have it's a paid morning group where you actually learn by attending, learn by watching, learn by asking, actually live. That's just an option. Am I in Florida? Yes, I am, Mike. So, RJ, you watch as many videos you can. Make a list of the companies you like. Now, I like the Dividend Kings. 5 decades of increased profits. Okay? I like the Dividend Aristocrats. 25 years increased profits. The Dividend Champions. 25 years increased profits. Dividend Contenders. 10 to 24 years increased profits. And then anything on Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists would give you about 350 different companies. Now, you get to pick what you like. Do you like Ford? Do you like General Motors? Caterpillar, AT&T, IBM, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Colgate-Palmolive, Home Depot, Lowe's, blah, 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 blah. Only pick. All right, I can't tell you what to do. But for me, RJ, I do household names. Procter & Gamble. You've probably heard of it. AT&T. Probably heard of it. Verizon. MasterCard. Visa. Capital One Finance. Find companies you like. Then decide, do you like this company? Do you think it's worthy of putting some of your money into it? All you have to do is decide and then ask and then follow. Just watch what someone else is doing. That's what makes the morning trading group that I have such an interesting scenario. You pay a fee once a month, and then you attend live trading. We trade live, so you get to watch and see how it goes. And then you can ask yourself the question, does it make sense? Do I like this company? I mean, do I like General Mills, General Motors, General Electric? Do I like those companies? Kevin, Alcoa, ooh, nice. So RJ, just ask, follow, and then practice. It's like Monopoly. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel, round you go, collect those rents. I asked more than once, stop sending me Zoom calls. Alrighty then. All right, Kevin. AA, Alcoa. Let's go take a look at Alcoa. Here we go, Alcoa. I actually bought some of this today. High of the year. Over this way. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. Simple, right? Then ask yourself, do I like Alcoa? Well, Alcoa has been in business for over 100 years. They have 5 decades of increased profits. They are a dividend king. Why not? All right, 68.44. The 69s are going for 210. That's almost 3% for 1 week, RJ. If and only if you like Alcoa. You either like it or you don't. Mike, am I in Florida? Yes, I am in St. Petersburg. Bobby, you're in New Hampshire near the Mass border. I love that area, I do. Moosehead Lake is gorgeous this time of year. Yes, it is. It's even better in late September, just by the harvest moon, where everything's getting ready to stop. Just getting ready to start changing. Yeah, I'll be going up to Moosehead Lake a couple weeks. Who knows? Who knows? Joe, Peace Egg. What is Peace Egg, Joe? Let's check it out. PSEG Fund. Sorry, dude. Has no options. No, thank you. Social Lily. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Lovely. Luis, General Motors. Love General Motors. I actually have some General Motors. Okay, same thing. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. Okay, what's going on? What's going on for General Motors? You either like it or you don't like it. It's actually simple. I like it or I don't like it. Now, I already have General Motors. I have it at 78. Where's 78? 78 is right there. And we are right here. So, did I lose any money? No, I didn't lose anything. I never, ever, ever lose if I never, ever, ever sell for less than I paid for it. I paid 78. I refuse. I'm going to say it again. I refuse. Maybe 3 times. I refuse to sell anything less than what I paid for it. I paid 78. Be a cold day in hell that I will sell it for less than 78. You never lose if you never sell for less than what you paid for it. Now, if it goes to 78.01, yeah, I'll sell it. Profit's profit, no matter how you look at it. Next. Ooh, Scuttle Trader wants to take a look at Intel. INTC. Intel, whoops. INTC. Not this week. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Intel. I was trading Intel all down here. But as soon as it did this, yeah, no thank you. I don't buy at the high. I'm waiting for it to get into a channel. See here? Channel, 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 trading range, trading, whatever you want to call it, right there. But this, yeah, no thank you. Thank you so much, RJ. Cool beans. Mike, nice. I'm just across the bridge from you. Tampa or Palmetto? Because there's 2 bridges. South, which would be Palmetto. East would be Tampa. All right, so that's it with these guys. Now, I got 9 different screens. So those guys are good. Those guys are good. Those guys are good. These guys are good. These guys, what do we have down here? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do the mirror thing. All right, hold on. Open settings on camera app. Navigate to the section under the name composition. Toggle switch next to the option mirror in front camera. Hold that thought for 1 second. Okay, hold on. See if I can get this right. Settings on the camera app. Navigate to the section under the name composition. Really? Is that one there? Now let's find this out. Okay, settings. I'm not seeing composition. Oh, camera. What's camera? He said. General, focus, Display excess. No. I'm not seeing it. Camera. Compass. Camera right there. Camera. Formats. Mirror front camera. Is that it? Really? Is that right? Nope. That didn't work. Nice try, though. Would you buy chip stocks like Intel? Yes. Seagate? Yes. Micron? Yes. At the current prices? No. If so, how long would you hold them? Are there openings for the morning class? Yeah, I think we have 10 openings left. I'm calling quits at 50. That's it. I don't want more than 50 because then it's too many people. Because I can't be nice to everyone and can't answer every question. So there's only 10 spots left. But good question. So anyway, I appreciate the effort. What was it? Christy? Thank you, Christy. I actually went in, I looked for the camera, I found the camera, it says mirror the camera. Great, I mirrored the camera, it's still not working. Sorry. Willis, what stocks look good this week? Ooh, thank you. All right, over here? What do we have over here? Blah, la, la, la. All right, we got 10 minutes left. What do you have? BB is a sleeping giant. Wow, all the way back to the beginning. Here we go. What do we have? Sean, what's up? How you doing? All right, what do we have? Oscar's house. Oscar's always here. See, I'll reply to people who actually say something, but everybody just comes by and says, BB is a sleeping giant. All right, let's take a look at BB. BB. Interesting. Unfortunately, it's going to be a no for this week, only because, take a look at this right here. Whoops. Okay, so take a look. Bottom was here, shoots up, now it's coming back. Sleeping giant, yes, no, maybe, but bottom was here 30 days ago, 100% increase, now it's coming back down again. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. That's it. What stocks look good this week? Got that one. I checked Oracle. Yep. Oh, I like Oracle. Only quarterly dividend. Wait a second. Hummingbird. I know Oracle has quarterly dividends. I know that. But I didn't say anything about weekly dividends. I said dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. What does Oracle have that trades on a weekly basis? Oracle has weekly options. Okay? 15 May this week, 22 May next week, 29 May 2 weeks out, 5 June 3 weeks out, 12 June 4 weeks out, so on, so on, so on. Not once did I ever said weekly dividends. Okay? Now, weekly and dividend was in the same sentence, but was the wrong syntax. Syntax is the order in which the words come. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Okay? So yeah, weekly cash flow with dividend stocks. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Got it? Cool beans. All right. Next. Craig, BB. Yep, got that one. Got that one. Tra-la-la. They usually go up before the internal exec comp. Can you explain that one? EXE comp? Or are you talking about the EX date, EX dividend date? Because you're right. Stocks have a tendency to go up just before the EX dividend date. EX dividend date would be right here. Right there. Executive compensation. Ooh. Now, is executive compensation listed? And where is it listed? Because the only thing I know of is, let me go over this side. Oh, wrong side. Okay. Dividends, earnings, conference calls, splits, econo day events, futures liquidation, market drive, ETF dividend distribution. Nowhere in there does it give us the opportunity to take a look at internal executive compensation. Where do you find that information? And can we take it and stick it into a calendar so that we can use it as a precursor to when we should buy it? Simple. Okay? All right. Next. No Zoom tonight, KJ. We already got that one figured out. Cool. Derek, it takes money to make money. Derek, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you already have money. Because the reason I know you have money because you're on the internet. People who have no money aren't on the internet. So you have money, just how are you spending your money? Or better yet, how are you investing your money? Okay, Romeo, we already did the Q's. It's already going to be a no. How much will you invest in SpaceX when it IPOs? Nothing. Can you explain macro cycles, please, like annually? Nope. Okay, El Tuki. Now, I appreciate the interaction. I appreciate the question. You're asking a question has absolutely nothing to do. Uh-oh, Jonathan, I see you sneak in one with that. You're asking a question has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing. Macro cycles, please, like annually? No. All right, hold on. We're taking a look at a chart on a company that we like. Okay, stocks do two things. They go up, they go down. Up, down, 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 up, down. That's all they do. What we're looking for is to jump into a stock just before the EX date. Because just before the EX date, the stock has a tendency to increase in value. It's not that difficult. You go to the calendar, and the calendar will say, hey, today is the 13th. Next week, we got Aflac, 3M, Sherwin-Williams. After that, we got Johnson & Johnson, Dover, so on and so forth. The calendar tells me what stocks are getting ready to go into the EX dividend, which means just before they increase in price. Okay? Make 1% on CAG this week. Let's check it out, Jonathan. How's it going, Jonathan? How's your dad? So hopefully he's doing good. CAG, Conagra. Here we go, Conagra. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. What's going on here? 14.09. The 14s are going for 30 cents. Next week, over 2%. What is it this week? Johnson says over 1% this week. 14. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. See? 14.06. The 14s for this week going for 20. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Jonathan, did you see this? If you're wrong, Jonathan, 0, 0, 0, 0. Same thing down here. Look. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0. No. Yes. No. Got it. Damn, that's even better. Way to go. All right, what else do we got? All DTE calls today. Nope. Mara, Costin Astro wants to take a look at Mara on the wall. How can Costin Astro help to fall? I don't know. Okay. Here we go. 1275. Look at that. Nice. Up, down, up. Cool. 1275. The 1250s. The 13. Ooh, the 13s going for 2%. If you like Mara. So let's zoom in. Check it out, Cos. Look at this. 30 days ago, 30-day bottom, 30-day high, up, down. It's coming down now, dude. Shoperlative, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? What do the Coles option price look like? Looks like it may be finding a bottom. Maybe. Let's take a look. KSS. You're absolutely right. Up. Now, I love Coles. I do. If you take a look at all the trades, and by the way, I do share all the trades that I do. Okay? I share three accounts. I share 3 accounts publicly. You can see everything I bought, everything I sold, what profit I made. Options exercise is showing in July 2025 on Morningstar, just as an example. Okay. Thank you, Hummingbird. What else do we have? Thank you, Romeo. Or Romero. Yeah, Romeo. Alpha Desk. Thank you. All ODT called today. Okay. Cam Ford. Ooh, hell no. Look at that. What is that? What? Let's zoom in. Take a better look. Look at that. Up, down, up, down. Ooh, yeah. No. I don't buy after something like that. With a big jump like that, people jumping in down here, yeah, they're going to get out. That's a 20% jump in one day. Sandra, what time are your morning classes and how long do they last? Okay, Sandra, we do a live class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. And it usually gets over around 10:30, 11, 11:30, depending on how many questions there are. Okay, Monday and Friday are usually the longest because Monday is when we do most of our buying, and Friday is where we take a look at what did we buy, where is it, what should we do to avoid any losses whatsoever before the market closes for the week. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because the stock market opens at 9:30. So the first half hour, we're looking at 3 different accounts. 3. 1, 2, 3. So you can see everything I do and how they look. Because even though we both buy Ford, or 4 or 5 of us buy Ford, we're not all getting in at the same number. How does it affect each one? So yeah, 9 o'clock every morning. Except on Friday, we do it at 2:30, just before the market closes. Are the classes recorded? Yes, they are. Can't make the 9 a.m. due to work. I get it. I'm having an issue because last year I could upload my videos really quick. But as of 3 weeks ago, I can't upload my videos anymore for some strange reason. I might be over my limit. Who knows? Because it's a 2 to 3 hour video every day for 3 years. That's a lot of video time. I sell options. I don't buy options at all. 80 to 90% of all options expire worthless. So I don't want to be a buyer. I want to be a seller. Okay, I want to sell. Christian, Open City. Yeah, we already did that one. Would you buy? I already did that one. Are there openings? Yes, there are. There's about 10 of them left. Do you think Dutch Brothers would be a good buy? Ooh, Scotty, let's take a look at it. BROS, Dutch Brothers. Okay. Now let's take a look at Dutch Brothers for a second. You ready? Here we go. Whoa, I'm going in circles. Okay, here's the high. Here's the low. A year ago today, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's coming down at the moment, but at what point do you think you want to jump in? Okay, so 30 days ago, we're here. We jump up. Here's the 30-day high, gap down, and we have a new 30-day bottom right there. How low is it going to go before it turns around? If you really like BROS, okay, the bottom could be here. It could go lower tomorrow. It could go lower Friday. We just don't know. That's why I want 2 days to the upside, and on the 3rd day, I'll jump in. Surf Tech. Are you at risk of being exercised? It all depends on how you look at it. Let me give you an example, Bobby. If I buy BROS at 48.40, I'm going to sell the 48.50s. I'm selling it for more than I paid for it in this example. Okay, not only am I buying 48.50, selling the 48.40, selling the 48.50s, I'm collecting 75 cents per share, not quite 2%, but it is over 1.5%. So when you say, are you at risk of being exercised? Let me see if I can explain it to you in another manner. If I'm buying it 48.40, I sell 48.50. If it goes to 48.51, yeah, I'll be exercised and somebody will take it away from me at 48.51 more than I paid for it. And I still get to keep this. So I'm not buying the stock to buy them and keep them. I'm buying the stock as a precursor for the cash flow from the option premium. Buy it here, sell it here, great. If they're going to offer me more than I paid for it, great. Now, if I drop my strike price, then no, I won't want to get exercised. It's 5 simple questions, Bobby. What did I buy? $48.40. What did I sell? $48.50. Where is it right now? Well, it's right here and it's right there. Where is it going? It's going down. What should I do? What I buy, what I sell, where is it? Where's it going? What should I do? TJ, you're the first person to ask about taxes all week long. Thank you, TJ. Are you factoring in your 20% cap gains tax on your profits? I got a question for you, TJ. Now, TJ, if my account is in my personal name, I am liable for taxes, if you believe in paying taxes. If it's in my personal name. If my account is in my corporation's name, now my corporation is being taxed on the profits over and above any losses at the corporate level. If the state in which my corporation is has corporate taxes. Now, there are a few states, actually about 5 or 6, there are no corporate taxes. So, TJ, if my trading account is in my corporation in a state where there's no corporate taxes, then there are no corporate taxes. So it's always going to depend on how are you setting up your trading account. Bobby, can we sign up on 10minutetrader.com? Nope. It's the 10minutetrader.com. The link is right in the bio. Okay, go right at the top left corner of your screen. Right there. Wait a minute. Nope. Right there. Okay. Yeah, you're there. Okay, so right there on your screen, top left corner. Click on that and it goes right to my webpage. Okay? Now, before we go, just to let you know, you are going to be approached by someone sending you an email, sending you a text, sending you a WhatsApp, sending you a LinkedIn, sending you a Telegram, sending you a Snapchat. That's not me. Seriously, it's not me. I don't do that. You want to have a conversation, send me your phone number. I will call you personally. I won't pass you off to someone on the team or someone else call you. I will personally call you. As a matter of fact, I got like 20 people I got to call back. Okay? Yeah. They sent me their phone number. I got to call them. So, that happened to you? Sorry about that, Bobby. I have no control over stopping people from pretending to be me. Last count I had, it was 37. 37 people pretending to be me. Okay? So, that being said, Harden, all right. I think that's, wait, not it. Andrew Curry, I need to start for the 6-year-old. Don't feel bad, Andrew, okay? My daughter was 9. It's easier to teach children than it is to teach adults. Adults are set in their ways. They don't want to admit when they're wrong, and they don't want to ask for help. For my 9-year-old daughter, it was very simple. Never buy something not on your list. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's profitable. Make weekly options only, and make sure the numbers work. Bobby, I wanted to let you know so others can be informed. Thank you, Bobby. So, Andrew, that makes sense? Never buy something you don't want to own or you don't understand. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's profitable. Weekly options only. And make sure the numbers work. Okay? All right. Dre Howarth. How are you doing, P&I? No idea. Len Busy. Hello, everyone. Harden, Dell. Ooh, I like Dell. Hummingbird. Thank you. I'm dipping. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that like Skoll or what do you call that? TJ, aren't your trades still subject to federal corporate taxes? only if they're in a state where there are corporate taxes. Only in a state where there are corporate taxes. Delaware, no corporate taxes. Wyoming, no corporate taxes. South Dakota, no corporate taxes. Nevada, no corporate taxes. Okay? And you can also open it up in a family foundation. You can open it up as a nonprofit organization. You can open it up in a family trust. You can spend trust. There's a lot of trusts you can open it up in. There's a lot you can do. But for that, you need to talk to a tax strategist. I like Dell. I do hard. Let's take a look at it tomorrow. It's past 11. Ooh, Len, AVGO. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. Leaving dipping. Come on, man. Okay, see, I have no idea what dipping means because when I grew up, dipping was when they take that chewing tobacco and they stuff it in their mouth. They call that dipping. Okay. What's the current ticker, please? That right there is BROS. BROS, Dutch Brothers. Esteem Roller, what's happening? Space Cowboy, woohoo, gotta love it. Okay, I still have Atari in the box, cool beans. Now they make money off of dopamine hits. Yes, they do. SOXX. Okay. Hey, Merv, what's happening? Jenga. Does it make sense to buy more than one contract or try different stock instead? Number one, I don't buy contracts. All right, I buy the stock and I sell contracts. Most beginners lose money by misinterpreting certain things. Okay? Misinterpretation. Buy, sell, buy. It get kind of confusing sometimes. Conan, what is the best in life? Okay. Keep on going. Use OPM. Ooh, I love OPM. I do. All right, so that's it. We're done. So I answered every single question. Now, Yamela wants to take a look at SOXX. SOXX. Hell no. Why would I buy at the high? It makes no sense. That being said, we're past 11 o'clock. You know what that means? That means, you ready? Mood music.
You dream
there you go.
Stars, then dive into
So,
the deep.
that being said, we can hold this all over again tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a nice night.
Your heart said
Hey, Jack,
I'm
what's happening?
giving, no matter the strain, building your legacy through love and brain. Julie knows that fire in your soul, the kind that lifts the broken whole. James, you reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the eye keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. Retired, you say, with the wind.